Pirates 4.
We have more adventures for Captain Jack to take on, and we created a whole new world for us this time.
The idea of a fourth one after finishing Pirates 3 was, you know, somewhere in the back of your head you were thinking, I sure hope so, you know, I sure hope so. The way we started out, you know, when you get to that beach, you're going to see people you haven't seen in a couple of years, and it was just magnificent. It was perfect.
That's an entrance, right?
Back at it.
Good luck. Costa Kauai, amazing location. People dropping in via helicopter, insane.
Here we are, day one. So we found this location on our scout. It's inaccessible, as you can see, by road, so we've had to come in by boat.
Nice little body surf into shore. Good way to start a Monday.
I thought it was great seeing Rob Marshall being pulled up on a jet ski right up onto the beach for his first day of filming. I mean, what a great introduction to making Pirates of the Caribbean.
Welcome to the beach. Good to see you.
We've all been through making 3 pirates, but for him, it's a whole new experience.
How handsome you are. This is so exciting, huh?
Back. Roll camera up.
And action.
There's a kind of great safety and a great comfort in playing Captain Jack because you have license to be anything you want to be, essentially, you know, completely irreverent, absolutely abstract in any situation.
Santiago. Famously captained by Ponce de Leon. Oh, no one there. Right then.
Johnny's somebody you love working with because every day he comes on the set with a smile, yet works very hard.
Action!
Cut. Great, Johnny. Thank you for an amazing day. Thank you. Fantastic crew. Bravo, Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes.
This is, we had the Black Pearl sculpted.
That's beautiful. Wow, that's magnificent.
Yeah.
For any boy, you know, the idea of doing a pirate film is sort of a dream.
That one's most interesting to me.
Yeah.
I was 15 years old. My family went on a big sort of cross-country trip, and we went to Disneyland. And I remember the one thing I bought from Disney was a postcard of the Pirates of the Caribbean. If somebody had told me when I was 15 years old that, you know, I'd be directing a film of that someday, they'd say, lost your mind. but I'm, you know, it's wonderful, full circle.
Hello, everybody. Hello. What's new is we have some blonde in the hair, which is really nice because it looks really cool. Looks really good.
Rob has his own signature, you know. He's respectful of what we have established, but put his own signature on it, you know, and really gave it a brand new pair of eyes, you know, a fresh look.
Good. And the teeth are great.
This one, we're actually in the jungles of Hawaii. It's a new look, you know. You're right in the middle of a jungle. It's misty and scary and beautiful.
We start shooting in Hawaii. We start on the beautiful island of Kauai, which is incredible. I mean, it's these extraordinary jungles. They're so lush.
Morning swim.
That's the rock, Johnny.
The light needs to be further up at this point.
The person who drinks the water with the tear gets all the years of life from the other.
Penelope, maybe after you throw the snake, you just hug the bank. And Penelope, when I'm talking to you in the water. Don't be that It's like such a surreal moment.
It's one of the beautiful privileges of our work is that we get to travel so much to discover beautiful places. And sometimes they take you to places that you would never see.
We cannot trust him, Father. I'll go.
She'll go.
And my beard came off.
Oh, beard down.
Beard down.
Blackbeard was the fiercest of them all. He was the guy who would stop at nothing and was totally unpredictable.
Okay, here we go.
We don't call them Batman anymore. We call them complicated characters, thank you. Interesting people with difficult childhoods is the way I like to put it. Not bad people.
We're so lucky and blessed to have Penelope Cruz and Ian McShane and Jeffrey Rush is back. And, you know, that makes it so much more fun for a director and for an audience to see people who are the best at their craft.
Gibbs, you filthy, besotted shellback, you made it.
It was terrific. I mean, the first day I came back to work with Johnny on the movie, it's like no time had passed at all. We were working on a beach doing the end of the movie, and it was great. We just fell straight back into it.
Hello. My name's Paul Baisley, and I'm playing Salaman in the film Pirates of the Caribbean 4. And I am doing the actor's video diary. So I'm going to show you some of the things that happen behind the scenes.
Yuki, tell us what we're doing at the moment.
Hello. We're in a van heading to the set. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes.
For me, one of the best parts of the day, we get on a speedboat. We speed out to the Queen Anne's Revenge, so I'm going to show you how we do it now.
Come on down here. Right here. Step down the tube.
Here, beauty. Queen Anne's Revenge. That's our ship. There she is. Now this is the tricky bit, we all have to get off. And then we don't look really like pirates, we look rather ungainly, but still. Richard, what do you have in your packed lunch today?
I've got, today I'll be having couscous.
Lovely.
Followed by a fruit medley.
You see, and they say us pirates don't live well.
I'm missing kiwi from my fruit salad.
No kiwi. There's a conspiracy against him. And what's even sadder is he is the cook. Look at these zombies here. Look, see, zombies and pirates are friends at lunchtime. Here I am with our legendary producer, Jerry Bruckheimer. Jerry, I just wanted to ask you, did you arrange for Spain to win the World Cup on the same weekend as Penelope got married?
We wanted her to be in really good mood, so this is the best way to do it. It's always nice when your cast is happy. So,
well, if anyone could arrange it, it would be you, yeah?
I wish that was true, but it isn't.
Everybody from below deck, everybody on the ship should just gather around.
We have Penelope Cruz back today, who's now a married woman.
You know, it's always a thrill and exciting to be on a pirate ship. I think every kid wants to be a pirate, and the fact that we're actually being pirates on a ship is so much fun. The actors have more fun than we do, because we can't get dressed up in costume like they can.
What could be a better job than to get paid to be a pirate in a fantasy?
All you gotta do is pop this part off, and then it'll come out and you can start unraveling it down the deck, okay? I've dreamed of doing things like this all my life, and well, here it is, it's happening.
Perfect. You got it.
We ended up doing an open casting call in Hawaii and getting a bunch of local people to play secondary pirate characters.
Hawaii's got the Caribbean beat. I mean, they're really piratey men out here. It's just incredible.
These guys are the ones that are going to give us lots of energy, the best of the best pirates.
Oh, they are disgusting. Yeah.
Hi, guys. Hi, fantastic.
First, I went from being in the original 100 pirates or whatever it was to being cut down to a group of like 40 or something. And now I've been cut down to a group of like 15 or 16. And then I just cut down to a group of 4 for something.
So the 4 of you will also be doing additional work with us, doing the jungle work and so forth and so on. Hawaii work. Okay. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
I'm not asking any questions. I'm ready. I'm way more than excited.
Roll camera.
Hey, Mark.
Put your muscles into it. Ready and action!
was like one of the hardest and one of the funnest jobs I've ever done in my life. And all at the same time. Well, I guess we're doing good because we're still here and we're still doing it.
Make way for Tortuga!
Cut. Very nice.
Cut.
It's quite literally every boy's dream to be a part of like a pirate movie, you know. I was trying not to think too much about it, thinking it's gonna fall through. It can't. Why would they choose me? Like I'm just an ordinary kid from Norwich.
Oh. You are different.
Yeah, it was hard to believe, and as soon as I got out to Hawaii and saw the set, it then started feeling more realistic, and I am actually a part of this movie.
Okay, and action.
We have a word for that, Jack. You can convert.
Don't be ridiculous. I was thinking more of an as-needed basis.
Quartermaster!
Johnny was instrumental in creating a lot of the stories in his own character and some of the other characters. And Johnny actually created a Philip character.
Open this.
She will escape.
Breakaway glass. Super fragile. Got a squib on it, so when it hits the ground, we pop it. The water comes out the front. Cable cutters to release this front section here, and weak knees to let it all hit the ground.
They showed us in rehearsal what it would be like, you know, the coffin breaks and all the water gushing out.
3, 2, 1, go. Astrid and I jumped so high.
Made a mess, really muddy. It's great fun. That was the first day at work.
And now!
My first day, I arrived on set, and I was really, really nervous because it was a really complicated scene.
That's what's gonna happen. That's sort of like the middle layer. We have to put all these pieces together, yeah? Okay? All right.
Rob, just at the second I arrived on set, bring me to a more quiet space just to speak with me and to rehearse. And he took off all my nervous feelings, and I feel confident and I trust him 200%.
If you want, I can move a little bit more. If he give me some time to move here, like.
Yeah, try some different things because just keep, you know, so keep it varied.
It was the first time for me to speak in other language, and Rob was amazing with me.
I was in the airport lounge in Paris, and I saw a French magazine, and I'm flipping through, and I see there's like a section of all these young and upcoming actresses. I thought, who is that? Astrid's so beautiful and so otherworldly. So I ripped it out and put it in my pocket, and I brought it home. I gave it to our casting director. I said, can we find her? Can she speak English? I mean, I have no idea. But she came into audition, and it was sort of like, wow, she has all those things that I had hoped she had when looking at this beautiful picture of her.
The whole experience has been absolutely overwhelming. I mean, I'll never forget the moment that I sort of first saw Penelope and Ian and Jerry Bruckheimer over there and Rob Marshall and Johnny, who's sort of done 3 of these before, you know. He makes us feel a part of it as much as he has already been a part of it. We're sort of welcomed with open arms, and it's been amazing.
It's magnificent. You know, they shot from here to eternity right there.
Deborah Carr and Kurt Lancaster right there. You can see him now.
Today we're in Halona Cove. It's one of the most famous spots here in Oahu for tourists. So of course we chose the most popular place to shut down. We always like to say, if there's an easy way and a hard way to do something, we'll choose the hard way every time.
All right, set her down. We got to switch sides. These are our mermaids. A lot of hours went into these. A lot of time went into these. Fabulous artists work around the clock, basically for what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Less than 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
The payoff is right there. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Could not be any better.
not cameras.
This is a bit of mermaid we're serving today. Mermaid tail. It's for lunch.
So you killed some of my sisters.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
the movie. I'm not happy.
No, I wouldn't be if I were you either. This is family.
Yes. It's my sister.
And you said there's got 3 of your sisters here. We've got more
No,
coming
she's
on
my
Monday.
cousin.
Oh, she's your cousin.
We found this perfect location in Hawaii, Whitecap Bay. Unfortunately, the tides were so rough that we couldn't film there, so we took photographs of it, and John went out there and recreated the exact location on the back lot of Universal.
The majority of the rock you see here is actually styrofoam, essentially put on over a wooden and metal framework. The set dressers are at work right now, bringing in all the final touch stuff.
Or Caribbean moss.
It wasn't until the night before we started shooting when special effects turned on these wave makers. It actually created the waves coming in and splashing that you would actually forget for a minute that you were standing on a set.
Nets into the water! Quickly!
Lay him out flat. No tangles.
And cut it.
The mermaid sequence. It's the real core of the movie, I think. It's really exciting.
You know, a lot of people were surprised. Wow, you know, you're doing an action adventure. And for me, it was an absolute fit.
And action.
It's so close in many ways to a musical. You're working with hundreds of people on a big sequence, and, you know, it felt like I was at home in a way.
If you want to leave, they want you to stay. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
And boom.
Where's my stunt double?
He's in the hot tub.
He's in the hot tub. He's just over there.
Let's roll. Bring cameras. Ready.
Did everyone see that? Because I will not be doing it again. There you go, Jerry. You can do it. You can do it, mate.
You want to take them off?
Pull them off. Give it a squeeze. Wake me up when it's done.
That's incredible.
Hello. I'm going to slouch so you can see me better. So here we are in LA. It's very glamorous. So we've been fighting mermaids, and I've been fighting mermaids, getting wet. We're doing all-night shoots, so it's getting quite cold. A lot of these mermaids are in the water, you know, all night. So they've got a hot room, like a tent, and you go in this hot tent and warm up. And they've got a hot tub. And it is great because you see all these mermaids and pirates kind of killing each other out there. And then you walk round the back at the hot tub, and there's mermaids and pirates just sat, laughing, joking, having a cup of tea. Very strange. So we're here for 2 weeks, we're nearly finished. And then we all, Johnny and Penelope are flying to Puerto Rico to film a bit there on a beach. And then we're all going to London. And we're going to do exteriors in London, and we're going to do the Fountain of Youth in London. So tune in for that. Okay, see you later.
Game time. Carrying, schlepping.
What Rob had asked for was a very tiny island with very calm water, sort of that Corona type island.
We could not find an island like this in Hawaii.
They just don't exist. We spent months and months looking for it.
We couldn't find a beach that was surrounded on all sides by water.
And I had remembered this island from when we had done another movie here. And so I pulled up the pictures and showed them to Rob, and he said, this is exactly what I was thinking.
You got that pale blue water surrounding the island, and we're in the Caribbean, so it looks like the Caribbean.
You notice how we're ending the U.S. operation the way we started? Water, boats, jet skis. It has come full circle.
Ugh. Look at all these people.
This is how you lube up your boss's back just to get the day started. All the heavy lifting we do all day starts right here.
Do you see how smooth the sand looks, where the water's been lapping up the beach? Well, then some fool goes and walks down on it and leaves their footprints. So we have to use brooms, which we've done, to soften it out a bit.
We were told this morning that we should enjoy the sun. This will be the last time we see it till Thanksgiving.
We have about another 40 days after this. I think today's day 60, and we're excited about moving on to London. It's a whole new adventure there.
Bye, everyone. Have fun in London. And remember the sun, because this will probably be the last you'll see of it.
Finally, we're here in Greenwich, and it's just a pleasure to be not on a boat, but on the streets with horses and carts.
Despite the weather right now, it's great that we came to London because it is part of pirate lore.
I think it's a change of pace. I think it's something completely different because we end up going to beautiful islands, the water and the blue skies. Then you come to England, which is kind of dark and dreary, and the way England normally is.
Want a nice oyster? I just had 3, look. Lovely.
So what we're trying to do is paint the background with interesting characters. We've got upper class, we've got working class, we've got the impoverished, we've got vendors, we've got people from all over the board. We've got about 40 people, both hair and makeup. We've got a massive tent across the street. People started filtering in today about 5:30.
All in all, I think about 400 wigs were going on every morning.
Okay, splendid. Off you go. Morning. How are you? Why don't you go to Props to get a basket? And you, darling. Now we've got London, which is obviously a different kind of atmosphere. Eyes front! It's got a kind of grittier flavour in a way. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Glad you're here.
Oh, good. Nice to be here.
Good. We'll go to work then.
Thank you.
This is our big warehouse. This is where we'll do the crowd fittings when they come to London. So what happens here is there are 3 dressing rooms and the crowd come in that end. It says on their bit of paper what they're supposed to be, and then we fit them, and we'll do sort of up to 50 fittings a day when we start to do that. It looks a bit bare at the moment, but it will be absolutely chock-a-block, and it will be the fitting base.
We need a modern handbag.
So you're talking at that window there, all right? Stay there, let's say, to a beat of 10, count to 10, then split up. Darling, you go this way.
These guys are very, very important. I've been doing crowd for 12 years now, and without them, we have costumes sitting on hangers. We don't have a picture. They make the picture. I try and keep them happy. I try and keep them motivated, and it's my niche. This is what I do. I don't usually get into costume, but occasionally. But it does work. Obviously, I can be right in the middle of it.
Count to about 10. After action, you start heading up the stairs. The 2 of you, on action, are walking this way. Go and speak to a flower seller. You've just seen a friend. Go and speak to a friend. We've asked you to cross the road. Watch, please. There are going to be horses and carriages going up and down here.
Ready, and action.
It's interesting to see Jack wandering the streets of London. It's time travel, you know, as far as I was concerned. It just looked so perfect. Very different for a Pirates film.
And cut.
Nailed it. One take each. One take, Johnny.
Wasn't that great? Yeah. Wasn't he fantastic? Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, great.
Welcome to England.
Oh my God, look at that. Spectacular.
So it's really fun, isn't it?
Fabulous. That's spectacular.
But we also needed an entrance for a king, and I thought it would be kind of fun if we did like a hidden door in the mural.
You walked out of it. Yeah.
He walks out of his picture. So I don't know if you can see sort of
there he
chopped
is.
in there, but that's
Yeah.
actually Richard Griffiths posed in
That's
costume.
great.
We photographed real murals, and then we have Steve Mitchell, who's amazingly talented, is painting over them
To make them
so
look
it doesn't
real.
look like a digital painting,
Yeah.
so it looks like it's a real thing.
We have sets everywhere. We have so many sets on every stage. If there's any spare space at Pinewood Studio, we just build something.
And this is our captain's daughter building.
Good.
And this is where the sign will be hanging.
We do this Monday, right?
We'll do this on Monday.
The craftsmen here are amazing, aren't they?
They really are amazing.
There's a piece of the ride, if you know the ride of Pirates of the Caribbean, that we're actually recreating. There is a skeleton with a magnifying glass looking at a map in a bed with all these jewels and things around him. That will be now Ponce de Leon in our film, so that's exciting.
So we're going to be able to take the influence of the ride and have something that I think when in the movie theater, when we come around a corner and see the scene, people will go, ah, I know that.
This is the booty for Ponce de Leon that we're trying to dress into the set that's above us. And it's the set tips forwards and backwards and side to side, so it all slides all over the place. So we're trying to figure out how to deal with that.
The whole ship goes back this way. You'll feel it. It will go.
I'm sure.
When we tips, things do spill out.
Yeah.
And just be aware that things are coming
Sure.
at you.
Action! And crawl. And cut. Good, guys. Very nice.
So this is the back lot of Pinewood. And we'll come back round here. This is all our trailers. Mine's a little trailer over there. And that is the 007 stage. Very, very big. Here is the Fountain of Youth. That's it there. That's what we've spent the whole film coming together. And now we've arrived. Isn't it beauty? There's Jerry in the puffer coat and Rob. And there's wonderful Jeffrey working on another moment. Well, that's all water down there. Can you see? It's like 4 inches of water with lots of nasty rocks to trip over. It's a bit of a worry. And this is where we will be. This will be our lives for the next 3 weeks.
This one I have a big showdown with Blackbeard, so I started rehearsing that in Kauai months ago.
It's one thing to add a crutch. It's another thing to be limping and using crutch to walk on. Between strikes. You know, got to get back on you. The Blackbeard Barbossa fight's got about 70 moves, 7-0. And Jeffrey, he'd come in and work again, and he's just so meticulous.
Jeffrey's the kind of actor that never stops. He would watch the guys do it over and over again, and he would write down notes, and it looked like he wrote backwards at times. We called him on that, and he goes, oh, it's just my kind of way of organizing this.
Seems a lot
shorter a routine.
Yes.
20 minutes ago. You know what I mean? You think, oh,
Like,
is that it?
That's it. I believe it's one of my favorite fights all time, to tell you the truth. Of course, I saved the best one for myself and my good friend, Jeffrey Rush.
I like the fact that he had a disability, because that's psychically made him angrier, more forceful, more resilient as a character.
Okay, moving on. Very happy. Thank you.
This is the whole second section, from the fight with Blackbeard and Barbosa through to the Spanish entrance.
I paid the guy that carries the boards 200 pounds extra to lose one of them.
Well, of course, now we're at the stage where everybody just wants to finish the movie, right? We're saying, like, go slosh through water, pretend to die 19 times. Of course, you finish it, and we'll be the premier. Hello, darling. Wouldn't we have a wonderful time? It's all forgotten, because the good times outweigh the sort of difficult times, which every film goes through at a certain point.
So this is it. This is the last day of principal photography, which means this is the day the movie ends. And very fortunately, I have the last scene. 6 months. We did it for 6 months, and here we are. We're on the last day. What do I think about it all? It's been huge. It's been epic. There's been ups and downs. There's been jungle and lots of water, night shoots. It's been brilliant. So all it leaves me to say is that's a wrap.
It's our last day. I'm going to be up on the mast with Yuki Matsusaki, who is making really lovely faces at me. Yeah, you see. You'll think he's so sensible, he's not. And Johnny Depp, don't know if you've heard of him. He's going to be in this scene as well. So, watch and learn.
But you're not in the last shot, though. I mean, you're in the one shot before
He
that.
wants to get in. Okay, he's the last shot. I'm the last shot. So competitive. So competitive.
Here we go. Roll camera. Action.
Tonight.
Thank you, Johnny. Bless you. Thank you, Paul. We have that. Do we need? Great, guys. You did great. And action.
Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all they wrote. It's hard to believe, in a weird way, right? That it's, in some ways it feels like yesterday. We were on that beach and seeing Johnny helicopter and step onto the beach as his brilliant character. And in some ways it seems like 7,000 years ago too. Please, for all of us, but for Johnny, let's please just give him the biggest hand in the world.
When you're done playing Jack, there's a real decompression, you know, as there is with all characters that you play, but with Jack especially. It's like getting out of that skin. And it's semi-unpleasant because I like being in that skin, you know. I really enjoy it.
And now I'm going to pass out. Thank you, guys. Bravo to everybody from Pirates.
Yes.
We all started work on this middle of 2002, so it's now over 8 years of contact on set of the premieres, the junkets, We've experienced some very major changes. You know, babies have been born in that time and turned into small children. You know, we celebrated Rob's 50th birthday on set the other day, and it was a really wonderful bonding celebration to share that with your colleagues.
You know, I think the relationships with the cast and crew, I think you always bring back the good times. That's the fun of it.
Cheers, Jerry. Thank you, John. No, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
With Ian McShane, with Sam and Astrid, the fun of it is making new friends and working with them, and hopefully you can get them back and do another movie with them.
It's been incredible. It's been absolutely insanely incredible.
You should be having an adventure while you're making an adventure. I mean, that's really what it came down to, and that's what we really wanted to accomplish. If I remember one thing, it's that sense of joy, that sense of adventure, and sense of fun that I had with Johnny leading us.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Savvy.